Hi, everyone. This is Janet, your favorite Nigerian teacher abroad, bringing you the things that you need to bring from your previous non teaching jobs to your Teach Abroad CV. A lot of people have contacted me that they weren't teaching and then they left teaching for a while and then they're coming back into teaching because they're blown away by my channel and the fact that I make teaching look so easy, especially the part where I've traveled to 9 countries across 6 continents. They want to jump in on this adventure too. And guys, because of the shortage, yes, please, we need as many people as we can. So today, I'm here to tell you how to bring your experience from your non-teaching job to a teach abroad job and still look flawless as you do it. The first thing you need to do is you need to focus on transferable skills. Highlight your achievements from your past or your previous job, especially the ones that demonstrate skills such as communication, leadership, organization, problem solving, creativity, working with diverse groups. So say for instance, you work at a call center and you want to come into teaching. You already work with diverse groups because you in the course of your day as a call center person or someone working in the care industry, you've already come in contact with people from diverse backgrounds, or if you work in the hospitality industry, you've already come across people from different backgrounds. You've learned patience, you've learned how to handle situations calmly and still respect the individual you're talking to. You've learned how to apply professionalism even in tight situations. Yeah, those skills are very, very crucial because, hey, those are skills you need in the classroom. So pop that on your CV and watch your CV dazzle. 2, quantifying your achievements and accomplishments. Use numbers and metric where possible to make your achievements more concrete. An example would be managed a team of 10 employees. See what I did there? Managed a team of 10 employees instead of writing supervisor. Oh, that sounds very boring. We don't do boring in teaching, especially when we want to teach abroad, and not on this channel. So we add a bit of flavor, we add a bit of drama. You managed a team of 10 people. You're a manager. You've not said you're a manager, but you've put it there as some of your skills. If not, you're not going to say hospitality manager. Anyone's going to ask, what does that have to do with teaching? But when you say you've managed a team of 10 people, A, yes, because you'll be managing your TA and the children in the classroom and parents of the children in your classroom. So you've got the skills. Come on in, we need you. If you say you increased sales by 25% over 6 months, yes, another quantifiable achievement. Pop it on your CV and watch it dazzle. Those are skills that you can transfer between professions and it will help you show that you're someone who has a growth mindset. We need that in the classroom. Number 3, emphasize your results and your impact. Explain the positive outcomes of your job, whatever your job was. If you were in a factory and you increased production rate by 25%, yeah, that is something that you can quantify as well. And you're emphasizing not just that you increased production by the percentage with which you increased it, you'll be fine. Pop that on your CV. It's not a teaching qualification and it's not a teaching skill, but it's a transferable skill because you will be in the classroom improving the children from 20% to 25% or from 25% to 30%. If you've done that in another industry, then you understand why we want achievements to be growing in that way. Use powerful action verbs like led, curated, created, implemented, improved, and all of that to describe your achievements. The next one is a no-brainer, but you've got to have it because it just makes sense. Tailor your achievements to teaching. Frame your non-teaching accomplishments and achievements to teaching. For example, delivered presentation to 50 plus people. Why is that relevant? Because you'll be delivering lessons in the classroom. And if you're trying to tell your prospective employer that you're comfortable speaking in front of a crowd. Children can be mean, especially to their teachers. And if you're already got that skill down to a T of how to manage an audience and create a story and weave it around something, and you're comfortable standing in front of people talking, yeah, yes, please put it on there. Lawyers love that. Or you say, mentored and trained 5 new employees. Yes, please. You'll be doing that in a team anyway, because you might be head of department, you might be in a team where you have people with you, your colleagues, and you'll be given a role and you will have to curate things and mentor people. You'll be fine. You can do it. Put it on your CV and make it pop and shine. Include awards that you got from whatever job you were doing before. This demonstrates your ability to be a success. It shows that you were recognized as doing something good for wherever you worked for, whatever industry you were working in. And it demonstrates your abilities and your capabilities. So, yeah, pop it on your CV and watch your CV grow. Highlight any achievements that include working with children, youth, or young people. For example, if you work with Cadbury, for instance, sometimes they bring children in on excursions. If you were in charge of that excursion, or if you were in charge of organizing a trip or organizing something, or when children come into your office for a day trip or an opportunity to learn something out of the classroom, if you were in charge of that, or if you worked with the team that was in charge of that, pop it on your CV. We like to see that. It means you've worked with children. You've seen the times when they were good. You've seen the times that they were not good. And you've seen the times when you just wanted to put your hand on your head and shake your head. If you've done that and you survived it, you've worked with children, pop it on your CV and you will see how much your CV will skyrocket to the top of the pile. Mention any curriculum training or design or instructional design experience. For example, did you have a time when you trained people at work? Did you have a time when you designed a method of training at work? Did you have a time when you designed a curriculum for the way staff would be employed and trained and promoted at work? You designed something. You'll be designing that in the classroom too. Pop that on your CV and watch it pop. You also need to note awareness related to need to note achievements related to cultural awareness or diversity in the workplace. This is crucial for teach abroad applications, and you putting it on your CV shows that you know how that people are different. You know that people have different opinions. You know that people are from diverse backgrounds, and you're able to still pull them together for a common goal or a common cause, and you're able to show an awareness for the differences and the similarities between these people, even though it was not in teaching. Pop it on your CV. It's a transferable skill needed in teaching. Keep your descriptions of each job role concise. Use bullet points put as much effort into your current job and put all those bullet points in that are relevant to teaching. But for all the other things, your previous jobs, 1 or 2 bullet points that are relevant but not repeated in other parts of your CV, and you will watch how your CV would look different. You won't even recognize your CV in the end. All these are transferable skills, which when you put them on your CV, works really good. It really works wonders for your CV. The goal is to show how your past experiences have equipped you with skills and experiences that will transfer and translate into teaching when you move abroad. Focus on quality over quantity, especially when selecting the achievements or accomplishments to feature. I hope that when you take all these points onto your CV will start to resemble what we know and what we need to teach abroad. So even though you haven't got all the experience of people who have 10, 20, 30 years experience in the classroom, you will then put your relevant experience to these past jobs, and you will find that employers will be so blown away by you. If you want more content on teaching, thriving abroad, and getting into teaching and making a good impression, watch my other videos and please like, share, and subscribe. And I shall see you in the next episode.